GG's, Dundadas, Hyenas, Scuba Divers who learn from Scuba Steve was criminated, y'all. I rock Luther King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his millimeter march right here on YouTube. We conducting ourselves the most highest Dundada. We're building our 2026 permits right here, Dundada. We're doing our millimeter march, Dundada. Life's what you make it. You can't love it, you can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it, Dundada. We standing all the way on business, Dundada. You heard, Dundada? You heard? First thing we gonna do, Dundada, is we gonna appreciate. We're gonna do our appreciations, Dundada. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to the topic, Dundada, we're gonna do our appreciations, Dundada, and we're gonna thank YouTube, Dundada. Thank you, YouTube, Dundada, for even letting us be here, Dundada. You know what I'm saying? So we could perform, Dundada, so we could, you know what I'm saying, do our daily tasks, Dundada, so we can stay more aware than ever, Dundada. You heard, Dundada? So shout out to YouTube, Dundada. Shout out to them, Dundada, for even, you know what I'm saying, having the platform, Dundada. You heard, Dundada? You know what I'm saying? If you see the little button now, the dollar, yes, you can now donate to the channel. You know what I'm saying? There's a little heart there. Y'all can now donate to the channel. The dollar monetization is on the dollar. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we gonna do, the dollar, is just thank God, the dollar. God is straight good, the dollar. Thank you, God, the dollar. You heard blessings from the heavens, angels in the outfield, the dollar. You heard for fifth, keep me lucky, the dollar. Thank you. Just stay aware. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep striving for the better, the dollar. All the distractions in the world, don't mind the distractions. And just remember, we all human, the daughter. Everybody's a human, the daughter. You human, everybody's human. So everybody got their good days. Everybody got their bad days. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, put they self in certain, you know what I'm saying? So we going to always be right, the daughter. That's one thing for sure, the daughter. So thank you, YouTube, the daughter. You heard for the last time, the daughter, for monetizing the channel, the daughter. We appreciate you, the daughter. We appreciate the people in the chat, the daughter. We love you, the daughter. We love all everybody, the daughter. We love all the supporters, the daughter. Now go hit the membership, the daughter. Go get a membership, the daughter, to get all the perks so you can understand what you're doing here, the daughter. So life could be great, the daughter. You heard? That's just as simple as could be, the daughter. You know what I'm saying? Pray to God when things go well too, the daughter. Don't only pray to God when stuff is bad, the daughter. You heard, the daughter. So thank you, God. Thank you, Lord, the daughter. You heard it. We doing this for the straight. So now, the daughter. Things is getting worse for things happen to get worse for your boy. For Big U, the daughter, like it's like it keeps getting worse and worse, the daughter. You heard Big U's doing so big. Some things be happening and he just catch another charge. You would be thinking, damn, yo, Big U only got, I'm saying, some extortion charge. Then now he got the murder charge. Then he got this charge. Now he getting more. Like it's just like shit just keep piling up for Big U, the daughter. And then the case is just getting worse and worse, the daughter. You would think that maybe something will happen that you be like, yo, maybe something was bullshit. But dang, man. Or excuse my language, we would not be swearing. We would try not to swear less, the daughter now. All right, boom. The problematic figure known as Big U, leader of the ROLLIN 60s CRIP, is reportedly facing possibility of life sentence, which he might get, the daughter, because, you know what I'm saying? That's just, that's crazy, the daughter. Like, they got so many charges on him that takes life. That charge is a life sentence. That charge is a life sentence. These people's on them, the daughter. You know what I'm saying? With charges that could amount and charges that the amount that it could cumulative 600 years, the daughter. The legal situations appear to have disorientated significantly. Additionally, Bricc Baby is confronting a potential 10-year sentence, the daughter, while Luce Cannon could be facing up to 30 years behind bars, the daughter. Excuse my language, the daughter. I was fucking think, the daughter. So my boy Luce Cannon is looking at 30 years, the daughter. Bricc Baby potentially, I don't know what potentially means, potentially looking at 10 years. Like he might just have to get swindled to a 10-year plea offer, the daughter. Do 10 years, the daughter. After 10 years, what's going on here, the daughter? Like what's going to be happening after the 10 years? That's what we want to know, the daughter. What will be happening after 10 years, the daughter? Damn, Luce Cannon looking at 30 years. What the fuck, Luce Cannon, the daughter? What the hell, the daughter? You looking at 30? We haven't heard from Luce Cannon in a while, the daughter. shit hits different, GG. Shit really hit different.
But apparently things hasn't gotten any better for Luce Cannon, and it has actually gotten worse. Right? Luce Cannon is in a world of ish right now, and there's really like no bright light ahead of the tunnel from what I'm looking at, man. So Luce Cannon was apparently back in court after he tried to pull a fast one on the court system. Luce Cannon is currently in jail on RICO charges involving a ROLLIN 60 and Big U. But a lot of people don't know or probably hasn't been too tapped in or forgot all about it. But Luce Cannon is still facing charges in a no-jumper beatdown. Y'all remember when Luce Cannon recorded himself pistol whipping and beating up this dude called Jay Reed outside of no jumper? Well, Jay Reed went ahead and filed charges. I mean, I think we all knew Jay Reed was filing charges, bro. The minute I seen that interview,
that shit crazy, the data. So Whack 100, the data, right? He blinks at this nigga Luce Cannon, the data, right? Yo, Whack, the data. He beat up Jay Reed. Why you got Jay Reed going to the courthouse, the data, and fucking and trying to like press charges at him? Like it happened and happened. It's over. The data. What is he suing him, the data? Why would Jay Reed? What could Jay Reed get out of fucking Luce Cannon doing 30 years, the data, for beating him up, the data? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like doing all that shit, the data, getting people that are locked up for so long for beating you up, the data, and then Wax over there happy about it. Yeah, Jay Reed, I'm gonna pay you, but you're gonna have to go through with it. You're gonna have to go through with it. That's fucking crazy, the data. Jay Reed should just get paid by Whack 100 and just run off, the data, on him, the data. Fuck it.
And Jay Reed was shedding a tear and sniffling. I knew this man was calling the police, and there's not a goddamn thing anybody could do about it or make him feel bad about it.
Jay Reed said, yo, we calling the police, the data. Call Whack 100, the data. Told Whack 100 bring his team over here, the data. We need Wax 100 team over here. He already know what to say. Bring the paperwork out, the data. You heard? Bring the statements out, the transcripts, the data. We already know what we're about to do.
You know, this ain't what I wanted. This ain't what I expected from anybody. When I tell you I went there on love, man, that's what I went there on love. And I thought the brother was my brother. I really did. I thought Whack was my folks. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. And so for me, I'm just grateful I walked out there with my life, and I'm grateful to have you, Rock, to be able to put on this platform so you can understand and see. I'm not who they trying to make me out to be. Well, I really got love out here for these streets. And these tears ain't tears of sadness, brother. Just believe that I'm happy to be alive today.
This incident was actually referenced in Luce Cannon's indictment. However, he wasn't officially charged with this in the RICO. They just mentioned this to prove how dangerous he was. We're not about to rehash the entire incident. Essentially, Jay Reed pulled up to no jumper because Luce Cannon called him over to no jumper for a meeting. When Jay Reed got there, Luce Cannon and Jay Reed apparently had some words back and forth. That led to Luce Cannon beating him up, pistol whipping him, stripping him down. Jay Reed's friend was there. He got knocked out too. He got stripped butt naked. So we ultimately did a video where we showed the police report. Jay Reed, I believe, was trying to sue No Jumper as well. We don't know what the update of that is or if the lawsuit is still continuing. We'll update you when we get more information. So fast forward to where we're at now, where, you know, the police have picked up the charges.
My situation is that Whack 100 paid Jay Reed the data to put in the report, and then they paid Jay Reed the data not to press charges on No Jumper the data, or not to put No Jumper involved in the whole situation, GG, which is a crazy situation. So that's what I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I think is happening, the data. So Jay Reed the data, like he got paid the data, like to kind of not tell the truth. Not the whole truth, what he believes is the truth, because he says it right there. He believed Whack 100 set him up. But Luce Cannon's going down for the whole situation. But you believe Whack 100 set you up, and now you just go with Whack and everything, because Whack is beefing with Luce Cannon, and he apologized, but he was sitting there laughing when you got beat up, and he seen the whole situation, and he was just like, psh, it's crazy, Whack 100, you different.
And they were looking to charge Luce Cannon. However, Luce Cannon, being quick thinking, came up with a creative way to dodge charges, at least temporarily.
And we have on the plate, we have the buster ass Luce Cannon. We have this lying ass dude, man. This dude is something else, man. I can't tell y'all, man, that this dude, bro, this dude do some some of the diabolical stuff I ever seen in my life, man. Now, we all remember the no jumper incident, right? With Jay Reed and the other brother, right? You know, they filed a case on that, man. You know, for whoever went down there, filed a complaint, they filed a complaint, and they picked up that case, bro. But this is the catch right here. This dude, Luce Cannon, told the people that it was his brother. So they picked up his brother yesterday. He went down to his parole officer. His parole officer told him that he had to take him in because he had a warrant. So he explained to the parole officer that, man, I was in jail when that jumped off. So the parole officer looked at it. He was like, oh, yeah, man, you was in jail. So after that, he unhandcuffed him and cut him loose and told him he had to go to court the next day. So when he got to the court building, they told him, irregardless if it was a mistake or not, they was going to keep him and give him a no bail. So his parole officer had to come down there and straighten everything out with all the stipulations, all the paperwork, and all that type of stuff. And I have the document. I'm gonna put inside the video.
Luce Cannon's brother and him, they talk the same. They have the same temperament, the same mannerism, and they probably lie equally as well. Okay, so I had to actually see the documents myself for me to actually entertain this story, and I've seen it, and apparently it's true. Because it's true, right? I've seen the documents. Luce Cannon is quite possibly one of the most diabolical human beings I've ever met. Now, fortunately for the twin brother, him and Luce Cannon, like, you could tell they were identical at some point when they were kids, but as they got over due to eating habits, Luce Cannon gained a little weight. The brother stayed skinny. Fortunately for the twin brother, he don't look that much like Luce Cannon. This is a video of Luce Cannon's brother. I mean, you could look at the brother and tell it's not Luce Cannon. They look similar. You know, I'm sure at some point in their lives, they probably looked identical, but at this point, they don't look too much identical. You could tell a difference. If you're Jay Reed, you would know if this was the brother who was pistol whipping you or if it was Luce Cannon pistol whipping you. All right. And you can look at the camera footage. I'm sure No Jumper have no problem turning over that, you know, like that footage, even though the police don't really need the No Jumper footage, they can turn it over. There's videos of Luce Cannon in the building that day. Like, it's like there's footage of Luce Cannon online on the internet talking about how, like, he had to beat up Jay Reed because Jay Reed was talking. So I don't even understand how Luce Cannon could try to get this off, but he did try to get it off. And we may laugh and joke because Luce Cannon.
Yo, Luce Cannon is one of the biggest con artists that there is, but you gotta think about it, they all playing the same game, which is a crazy situation.
The antics are absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, man, when you sit back and really look at this and really break it down, this is sad. Like, this is disgusting, man. Yo, if there's one person who should not betray you, it's your brother. And being brothers were close enough, but my twin brother, that's the one person I expect to take a bullet for me and to die for me will be my twin brother. That's not somebody I would expect to lie on me, betray me, throw me under the bus, and try to get me in jail. Now, do it count as cooperating? Because I did see a few YouTube videos saying Luce Cannon snitched, he cooperated. But can you really snitch and cooperate if it's a lie? Like, is it snitching if it's still... Let me know in the comment section. Is it snitching if it's a lie? Because technically you're still lying to the police. You're not telling the truth.
I have the document where he went to jail. The case has been filed. But I'm telling you, man, this dude, Luce Cannon, is a lying, telling ass MF, bro. He just like his daddy. I don't care what nobody say. He is daddy reincarnated like a mug, but I don't care what nobody say, bro. This dude just like his daddy, man. How diabolical it is. You tell the people that was your brother. Why you didn't put it on somebody else? You was gonna say it was somebody else. And this is why I be laughing at these dudes, be thinking this dude Luce Cannon is just like that. And there he had everybody fooled. He had all you dudes fooled to the point, especially when he did that stuff with no jumper.
I'm sure they'll figure out fairly quickly that the twin brother had nothing to do with this and it's actually Luce Cannon. But the bad news is actually compounding because outside of this situation with no jumper, Luce Cannon don't have a lawyer anymore. So Luce Cannon lawyer actually filed to get off the case. And from the court documents, Luce Cannon is asking to represent himself. He wants to be his own lawyer. This man, Luce Cannon, thinks he's so diabolical that he can outmaneuver, out-trick, outcraft a prosecution team for the feds.
Match with a local TurboTax expert at our new in-person locations. They're specialized in your unique tax situation. They can file your taxes for you and keep you updated every step of the way. So get your taxes done by a local TurboTax expert.
When I went to Anytime Fitness, I was 6 months sober, and that's become my place of healing.
Nice job.
I really do enjoy my one-on-ones with Rogers, not only because he's a really great coach, but also because if I can do more, he's going to tell me that I can do more.
Seeing the change in Marion, not only physically, but mentally, has been incredibly rewarding as a coach.
All right, man. This is bro. I don't think Luce Cannon ever coming home, man.
And now you got the fake Luce Cannon. I seen on the docket that his lawyer is trying to fire him, but it's not set in stone yet. So he trying to go pro per. We know that dude is dumb as rocks. How you gonna try to go pro per, man? You can't. The only thing you know how to say is sweetie, sweetie. That's the only thing he know how to say. He don't know how to say anything.
Luce Cannon is looking at 30 years, Dandada, just for just having stories with Big U, Dandada. Luce Cannon would have never said nothing or no stories with Big U. I think Luce Cannon would have been fine. He should have said, I don't even know Big U. Big U knew my father, and that's the only thing that he knows, Dandada. As for Bricc Baby got inserted to do these. He got tricked in position to take 10 years, Dandada, just because of fucking Big U too, Dandada. But then Big U, Dandada, he's facing 600 years, Dandada, but life in prison too for mad different charges. I don't even get it, Dandada. This shit hit different. Luce Cannon's on a whole different. This Eddie Boy dude, Dandada, he's actually exposing him for what it really is, GG.
Thing else, he know how to lie like a mug, but he don't know how to do anything else, man. Prosecutor is put out a response to the lawyer, basically saying that he wanted to quit, but they're saying that the lawyer gave Luce Cannon ample amount of time to find somebody else to be his lawyer, right? So I think to the point, man, if the judge, I don't know, they haven't ruled on it. They ruled on it on, I think, April 16 or 17 or something like that. The judge might appoint somebody else, but the trial is coming up. So the prosecutor, they argue like, this is crunch time. The trial finna start. How you gonna dish that man? So, the judge might make that man, defend Luce Cannon without no pay, because he probably haven't got no pay. And I can agree, and understand, that the girl, she ran off,
Shout out to Sharice, man. Sharice didn't run off, and Sharice is actually Luce Cannon's wife. I think she announced they have separated. Luce Cannon was probably in jail for about 8.
Shit. Everybody turned their back on Luce Cannon, right? But when they wanted Luce Cannon, GG, right? When they actually wanted Luce Cannon and Luce Cannon was thing, they just mad at Sharice, because they happy at Sharice that she left them, because she was letting him voice his opinion. So while she's letting him voice his opinion and he was standing out business or whatever the case may be with her, the daughter, they happy that shit happened. That's what it is, because now he can get heard, the daughter, and his opinion can't be heard. It's a crazy thing, right?
8 months, man, when they separated. Now, if Luce Cannon is willing to lie on his brother, what do you think Luce Cannon is telling that woman? Now, she did say the reason why they broke up is because, you know, she has given Luce Cannon multiple opportunities to be honest, and he just can't be honest, right? And we have seen, like, Luce Cannon has ran multiple plays while in jail. Like Luce Cannon lied about him and Big U being involved in a brawl, like his first week in jail.
Yeah, all right. He lied about being in a brawl, whatever the case may be. It's all content, right? Y'all love the content, but when he was on y'all platform, right, and he was telling all these lies, and y'all knew he was lying, and she said that he was lying, the daughter, y'all was loving the content. I don't get it, the daughter. Content is content, the daughter. Y'all love it when now y'all don't want. Now that he's knocked off, whatever the case may be, y'all don't want. Well, what? Y'all mad at him? Like, what's the situation? Like, now that he's locked up, you don't want no more content. But when he was over there, the daughter, he's saying that he was producing for Drake. He was this. He was the mean con. Y'all loved him then, the daughter. Now, oh, he's a liar, though. That's why, nah. Y'all paid her to leave him. Cause y'all wanted him to shut up. You don't want this man to voice his opinion. No one wanted Luce Cannon to be voice his opinion. No one Luce Cannon to be saying all these lies that they claim that are lies and stuff like that. But when he was out there, was loving the lies, which is a crazy situation.
All right. Now, outside of Luce Cannon, you know, Bricc Baby is also getting some pretty bad news. So Bricc Baby, when he took his plea deal, he was hopeful that you know, he was going to get 4 to 5 years, that the sentencing guidelines was 4 to 5 years. His lawyer even pushed back his sentencing date so they could handle certain things to bring down his sentencing guideline, right? So how, you know, like the guidelines work, obviously, you know, based on your past history, based on your records, based on certain aspect of the crimes you did in the past, you have a guideline of where you fit in, right? The less you did, the lower your guidelines is. The most, you know, like the more you did, the higher your guideline is. So I believe Bricc Baby's lawyer was trying to handle some things, right? Like try to get some cases expunged, try to get some things dropped, try to handle some things before the sentencing. So hence those other things can't be put into consideration and figuring out what his guideline is. It looks like the lawyer was unsuccessful because when he got to court, Bricc Baby was under the understanding he was taking his plea deal for 5 years. But, you know, they pulled the rug from under him and they gave him some really bad news in court.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, that's crazy. Bricc Baby was like, yo, I bet I'm about to take 5 years. They was like, nah, we ain't taking 5. You actually have to take 10. What the 10 years, GG? What happened to the 5 years, GG? Shit, different.
For a minute, and your boy Luce Cannon for a second. You know, Bricc Baby took a deal, right? We all understand Bricc Baby took a deal. And Bricc Baby pushed his sentence back to April. But now we got another twist inside the deal. You know, Bricc Baby took the deal on the pretense that he was going to get 4 to 7 years in category 19. But when his PSI report came back, he's over the category 19. So now they're trying to give him from 9.5 years to, I think, 115 months. So like 10.5 years or something like that. So what his lawyer has done, he filed a motion to, I guess, rescind the pre-deal, or, you know, but he want another judge to hear it because the judge signed off on that. But see, the thing is this, though, what a lot of people need to understand. Bricc Baby, he signed that pre-deal, right? And
so what they trying to say, Bricc Baby signed the pre-deal. When Bricc Baby signed the pre-deal or whatever the case may be, the judge signed off on it. So now they trying to give him more time, but the judge already signed off on the 5 years. So he's like, yo, I'm trying to bring it to another judge to see what the hell's going on because he ain't trying to do 10.
Instead of his lawyer reading the terms of the pre-deal, he should have stipulated up in there. Now, if Bricc Baby go over category 19, he have a right to rescind that deal. So Bricc Baby lawyer didn't do his due diligence in that particular manner. And I don't know if he put Bricc Baby in a trick bag or anything like that, because we know that the prosecutor don't know what category Bricc Baby gonna fall in, but the prosecutor do know what is his, past felonies. And
I blame the lawyer completely 100% because the lawyer should know this. Like, the lawyer should have known, hey, Bricc, based on your criminal history, you might fall under this PSI. The lawyer should have done his homework and then brought the various options of Bricc Baby. Hey, bro, when you take this plea deal, you might get 10. Hey, bro, you might get 9. And give Bricc Baby his options. I feel like this lawyer, man, was probably rushing, right? Just trying to get through the motions, because they even pushed back the case because the lawyer claimed that they had another trial starting soon and they needed more time to work on Bricc Baby PSI. So the lawyer clearly effed Bricc over. Now, hopefully this could be reversed. Hopefully Bricc. Now, I wouldn't suggest Bricc take this to trial. I wouldn't at all, right? Hopefully they could work out a more favorable plea deal. I'll be real, man. If I had to advise Bricc Baby, even the worst come to worst, take it to trial or take the 10 years. Bro, take the 10 years, man. Take the 10 years, walk it down, come home, man. If I had to advise Bricc Baby on what to do, that's what I would say. You don't want to take it to trial. There's just too much evidence they have. You don't want to take it to trial, bro. But I'm praying for Bricc Baby, man. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. All right, and if you guys are still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Chili from TSC is panicking, right, and lying after being humiliated and exposed in 4K. I'm gonna see you guys in this video, and if you enjoy my content,
everybody's on the hate Luce, and everybody's on the hate Luce Cannon campaign. But when Luce Cannon was over here, the dollar entertainment, we got content, motherfuckers was loving it. The dollar, when Luce Cannon was over there, the dollar exposing Big U with the Nipsey Hussle shit, the dollar niggas was loving it. The dollar, now that his girl, the dollar, his wife, the dollar, ain't putting out the content, they happy. Nah, she should still be putting out the content for him, because that's what they want. They want her not to put out the content. But who the fuck is dumb?
If you are a gamer and you become a host on No Jumper, and you are on this platform, like at least the previous version of No Jumper, where we had the news and the nightly shows and everything like that, if you're a gang member, this platform and the level of analysis that you're going to get from the fans and everybody out there is not likely that it's going to be good for how you're viewed in the streets or whatever in the long run.
Say, bro, I need y'all to lock in for this one, because what I'm about to break down is the biggest mistake the fake Luce Cannon has ever made in his life. And that's saying something, because this dude has made a lot of them. But this one right here, this particular move is the kind of thing that does not just embarrass you on the internet. This is the kind of thing that gets picked up by the feds, the kind of thing that adds charges to an already existing.
And they mad that Luce Cannon, they mad that Luce Cannon shorty, trying to say Luce Cannon shorty's messing with Crip Rock, Compton Crip Rock. What the hell? I doubt she's messing with Compton Crip Rock. Like, let's get real, They put the most craziest thing, on this, man, But they try to say, oh, he did the unthinkable. What is the unthinkable? I would love to know, what is the unthinkable that Luce Cannon actually did, What is so wrong that Luce Cannon actually did? That shit hit different. Because Jay Reed's over here telling like he ain't got no common sense about a fight. Like, I can't even lie, he's over here crying about a fight. Why is Jay Reed crying so bad that Whack 100 did him dirty? Whack 100 slime ball You know Whack 100 is a slime ball Why the hell he do him dirty like that, GG? That's different right there. You ain't have to do him like that, Whack 100. Now you got Jay Reed crying. I never seen a grown man cry over a fight like that. I thought he was my best friend. He did me dirty. Well, nigga, you only fought, bro. I understand they did you slime. But damn, you living and you survive. Like, what the fuck you want? You gonna cry a river? And what we gonna fucking, it's gonna take us across the fucking country? Like, what are you crying for? Like, what's gonna happen with these cries about it? What's gonna happen to that? Are we getting insurance money? Are we getting a lawsuit popping? I would love to know what the cry means, Dada. Because he's standing on business with the crying. If crying standing on business, then he's doing a good ass job.
Standing back in the news, and y'all not gonna believe what Luce Cannon did this time. Well, a lot of y'all gonna say, Rock, we believe it. There's nothing for us to make us not believe it. We do believe it. He does things like this. Y'all remember the Jay Reed incident that happened about a year ago? I believe it's probably almost a year and some change now, when Jay Reed and the other guy got attacked at No Jumper. Well, guess what Luce Cannon did? Luce Cannon had a twin brother who was incarcerated at the time the Jay Reed incident happened. Luce Cannon, he didn't figure out a way. I'm going to get out of this. I'm not going to get charged with this. I guess he didn't heard that 10 years they about to give Bricc Baby. He like, man, I don't let me try to get as less as possible. Y'all not going to believe what he did. Some of y'all is. We not going to wait. We got to definitely.
Yo, he's looking at 30, Dada. He's like, yo, my brother beat him up. What is his brother going to do? If his brother beat him up, Dada, what's going to happen if his brother beat him up, Dada? His brother hit him with the water. Like, he is, everybody know it was Luce, though, maybe, Dada, but it could have been the twin.
Jump into this right now. Luce Cannon is the coldest piece of work that I've seen since I've been on the internet. I don't think it's nobody like him on the internet, man. These dudes that y'all see with these characters that they playing on the internet, none of them can top the craftiness of this dude. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's go check this out, man. Let's go. Let's get over and check this out, man. Let's go.
It's been a while since we did an update on Luce Cannon, but apparently things hasn't gotten any better for Luce Cannon. It's actually gotten worse, right? Luce Cannon is in a world of ish right now, and there's really like no bright light ahead of the tunnel from what I'm looking at, man. So Luce Cannon was apparently back in court after he tried to pull a fast one on the court system. Luce Cannon is currently in jail on RICO charges involving a ROLLIN 60 and Big U, but a lot of people don't know or probably hasn't been too
like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga locked up for, the Dada? But Jay Reed, the Dada, he's making it short. Yo, I'm telling you, the Dada, if Luce Cannon get locked up for the Jay Reed situation, I don't know what it is. Because Whack 100, what the fuck? He was right there.
Then I forgot all about it. But Luce Cannon is still facing charges in a No Jumper beatdown. Y'all remember when Luce Cannon recorded himself pistol whipping and beating up this dude charges?
Pistol whip is wild crazy, Dada. For you to say that he pistol whipped them, that's wild crazy. Now he pistol whipped them, Dada. Come on, Dada.
I mean, I think we all knew Jay Reed was filing charges, brother.
We should have known he was going to file charges. It's easy money if he could pull it off. I don't know whatever happened to this case. I remember this interview that I did probably about a year ago. This interview right here was one of them intense interviews. It was, you know, some crying, tears shed in this video. I guess they was really lining it up for the lawsuit when this interview dropped. But this is the thing right here, man. I believe that this whole incident at No Jumper is what really put the nail in the coffin for Luce Cannon. I believe this is what really put them people on Luce Cannon after this. Because right after this, that's when he started going downhill. It seemed like
I feel like I think Whack 100 was trying to find a way to get Luce Cannon out. I think Luce Cannon, the Dada, he couldn't get Whack 100, the Dada couldn't get control of him. He thought he was his handler, but you gotta handle the person that you handling, so he couldn't handle fucking Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon's going wild crazy. But at the end of the day, the Dada, you got Whack 100 still blinked, and he still that wasn't Luce Cannon beef. Luce Cannon ain't just gonna beat up just a random nigga. That was Whack 100 situation. You gotta think about it. Why is Luce Cannon beating up someone for Whack 100? Let's get right, Dada.
They was just waiting. They was waiting. We never seen nobody do what he done on the internet and get away with it. It's a lot of stuff that's going on the internet to make you say, why aren't they getting away with this stuff? They're not getting away with it. They just lining them up, setting everything up, putting everything into play to take them down. Let's get back to it.
The minute I seen that interview and Jay Reed was shedding the tear and sniffling, I knew this man was calling the police, and there's not a goddamn thing anybody could do about it or make him feel bad about it.
You know, this ain't what I wanted. This ain't what I expected from anybody. When I tell you I went there on love, man, that's what I went there on love. And I thought the brother was my brother. I really did.
Even if you thought the nigga was his brother and stuff like that, why are you crying today? Like, why are you crying 3 days later? Like, I understand you was crying today, like, yo, that was fucked up, but why are you crying today? Like 5 days later, the day of the interview, you that traumatized, Dandada? Like, it was a fight, bro. We grown.
I thought Wack was my folks. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. And so for me, I'm just grateful I walked out there with my life, and I'm grateful to have you, Rock, to be able to put on this platform so you can understand and see. I'm not who they trying to make me out to be, bro.
Now, this is the thing right here, bro. Like he say, man, this interview right here, a lot of people was tuned into this. We seen a lot of examples on the internet with the dudes that's on here, man. Yeah. Once guys get on this internet, man, you going down. There's no way around it. You're going down. I've seen somebody say, man, you guys are highlighting what's going on the internet. We not highlighting. You dumbasses is doing things on the internet, and you highlighting yourself. And then when you got guys who have, quote unquote, a reaction channel, what do you think a reaction channel is? None of these channels is coming to the internet saying, this is what happened. No, they find the work on the internet and they do a reaction to it. Ain't no need to get mad. You shouldn't get off the internet. If you don't.
Is Cop think Crip Rock the dot over here, the dot messing with his, nah, hell no. He ain't got it. He ain't got it to mess with his girl, the dot. I doubt it, the dot. I doubt it.
Want to be reacted to, get your ass off the internet now.
Out here for these streets, and these tears ain't tears of sadness, brother. Just believe that I'm happy to be alive today.
This incident was actually referenced in Luce Cannon's indictment. However, he wasn't officially charged with this in the RICO. They just mentioned this to prove how dangerous he was. We're not about to rehash the entire incident. Essentially, Jay Reed pulled up to No Jumper because Luce Cannon called him over to No Jumper for a meeting. When Jay Reed got there, Luce Cannon and Jay Reed apparently had some words back and forth. That led to Luce Cannon beating him up, pistol whipping him, stripping him down. Jay Reed's friend was there. He got knocked out too. He got stripped butt naked.
What was the whole purpose of stripping another man butt naked? Do you know what you see when a man is butt naked? So if he's butt naked, what are you trying to see? You didn't already got the money out of his pockets. What else are you trying to take?
So we ultimately did a video where we
embarrassing him, the data to the end, the data. He's trying to take his dignity, the data. Come on now, he's trying to take his dignity, the data. If you don't know, he's actually trying to, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to do him slime.
We showed the police report. Jay Reed, I believe, was trying to sue No Jumper as well. We don't know what the update of that is or if the lawsuit is still continuing. We'll update you when we get more information. So fast forward to where we're at now, where, you know, the police have picked up the charges and they were looking to charge Luce Cannon. However, Luce Cannon, being quick thinking, came up with a creative way to dodge charges, at least temporarily.
Definitely temporarily. Because what he just pulled off, what made him think that this was going to work? He better not go pro per. He better not hire his lawyer. He better not get up there and try to defend himself, because these type of stunts is going to be the reason why he don't get to come home.
And we have on the plate, we have the buster ass Luce Cannon. We have this lying ass dude, man. This dude is something else, man. I can't tell y'all, man, that this dude, bro, this dude do some of the diabolical stuff I ever seen in my life. That he do. Now we all remember.
Boom, the data. So Eddie Boy, the data, he's the dude that says his brother's in jail, the data, and he's saying the data that Big U, the data, told Luce Cannon's father to tell on his brother. So this dude has a brother that's in jail that's trying to get out now because of the big you going through all these charges and they might appeal it. Eddie Boy's doing his job. They might appeal it. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to say that Luce Cannon's father told, but Big U told him to lie on his brother.
The no jumper incident, right? Jay Reed and the other brother, right? You know they filed a case on that, man. You know, for whoever went down there filed a complaint, they filed a complaint, and they picked up that case, bro. But this is the catch right here. This dude, Luce Cannon, told the people that it was his brother.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Luce Cannon trying to get out of it, nigga. I seen worse shit than that, You know how people you know how you get pulled over, The cops ask you for your license, you ain't got a license. I seen niggas give their brother a license and get a ticket on it, nigga, and get their brother's license suspended, So that's regular hood shit, So when niggas be like, yo, Luce Cannon, you're like, yo, this fucking idiot, a regular hood ass, dumb ass, because the niggas that are doing that, they just don't give a fuck, nigga. They just lose crews, They don't give a fuck about their brother's well-being. They don't give a fuck if their brother's license get fucked up. You never been in a car, you got pulled over, your boy got suspended, He gives his brother's fucking license number, Like, what the fuck? That shit's crazy, GG. That shit's crazy, so...
Now that's the part I'm talking about. He told these people it was his twin brother. Allegedly. This is what they saying on the internet. I don't know. I'm not in the courtroom. I don't know what the man did. But if this happens to be true, he the coldest piece of work ever.
So they picked up his brother yesterday. He went down to his parole officer. His parole officer told him that he had to take him in because he had a warrant. So he explained to the parole officer.
Yo, right? That's your brother, right? You got a twin brother, Your brother's looking at 30, right? You ain't got no charges, You could take that to the chin for him, Will you take that to the chin for your brother, Most of the niggas, right? Most of the niggas, that paid it off, they was heated as fuck, The niggas that I know that they brothers lied on them, they was heated as fuck. Did they tell on them? When they went to court, I don't know if they told on them, but they said that it wasn't dumb. That they need a picture. I don't know who was using my name, but it wasn't him. So I doubt if Luce Cannon's brother, is just gonna take that to the team, You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't know, nigga. What the fuck's your problem?
Sir, that man, I was in jail when that jumped off. So the parole officer looked at it, he was like, oh yeah.
But a real twin brother that actually down for you, that's actually standing on business, nigga, he'll probably take that charge for you, I know a couple brothers that's gonna take that charge for his brother, I know brothers, that's like, yo, my brother's looking at 30, nigga. Fuck it, nigga. I ain't got no charges, nigga. You can hand me that, you know what I'm saying? Let that nigga out, But that's a different thing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a good relationship. You can't, you know what I'm saying? That's not a good relationship. You just blaming them without knowing.
Man, you was in jail.
The parole officer should have known that already. As soon as they said, the parole officer should have laughed and said, wait a minute. You was locked up, man. Don't worry about this stuff. Go on and get up out of here. We'll fix this. This is nothing.
So after that, he unhandcuffed him and cut him loose and told him he had to go to court the next day. So when he got to the court building, they told him, irregardless if it was a mistake or not, they was going to keep him and give him a no bail. So his parole officer had to come down there and straighten everything out with all the stipulations, all the paperwork, and all that type of stuff. And I have the document I'm going to put inside the video.
Luce Cannon's brother and him, they talk the same. They have the same temperament, the same mannerism, and they probably lie equally as well. Okay? So I had to actually see the documents myself for me to actually entertain this story, and I've seen it, and apparently it's true.
Well, if you've seen it, they go down to where they getting everybody else stuff at. We need to find out, because like the one thing you don't want to do is put a jacket on somebody. You don't want to get on here and put a jacket on somebody, man. But if he say he's seen it, then he's seen it. You know, I think that we should all see it. And Luce Cannon, like I say, man, you're a cold piece of work to throw your twin brother up under the bus, man. Your brother, period. You're a cold piece of work for that, man.
That shit goes, yo. You never see someone driving no, not seen you never heard the stories you like, yo, what you got locked up for yo, this nigga threw his work nigga in the car we got pulled over. This nigga automatically threw all his work that he had just threw it under the seat I went down, I didn't even know. I think I didn't even have no work I don't even sell this nigga threw his work Niggas is shiesty in the hood. Niggas would throw a strap underneath your seat you ain't even got no straps, nigga. You're going down for a strap, because possessions tend.
Because it's true, right? I seen the documents. Luce Cannon is quite possibly one of the most diabolical human beings I've ever met. Now, fortunately for the twin brother, him and Luce Cannon, like you could tell they were identical at some point when they were kids, but as they got over due to eating habits, Luce Cannon gained a little weight. The brother stayed skinny. Fortunately for the twin brother, he don't look that much like Luce Cannon. This is a video of Luce Cannon's brother. I mean,
he like one of them liquor store winos. He a drunk.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks.
That's crazy, He said either like a liquor store wino. That's different,
It look like he take him a blast every now and then.
You could look at the brother and tell it's not Luce Cannon. They look similar. You know, I'm sure at some point in their lives they probably looked identical, but at this point they don't look too much identical. You could tell a difference. If you're Jay Reed, you would know if this was the brother who was pistol whipping you or if it was Luce Cannon pistol whipping you. All right, and you can look at the camera footage. I'm sure No Jumper have no problem turning over that, like that footage, even though the police don't really need the No Jumper footage. They can turn it over. There's videos of Luce.
My whole understanding is why Jay Reed crying 4 years later. Jay Reed's over here crying 4 years. I mean, like a couple weeks after he's doing an interview. Were you just crying, sobbing? I don't know why you're crying in the river like that. That shit was crazy.
Cannon in the building that day, like there's.
It's all on the internet. They just go to the internet and find it. It's everywhere on the internet.
Like there's footage of Luce Cannon online on the internet talking about how like he had to beat up Jay Reed because Jay Reed was talking. So I don't even understand how Luce Cannon could try to get this off, but he did try to get it off. And we may laugh and joke because Luce Cannon antics are absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, man, when you sit back and really look at this and really break it down, this is sad. Like, this is disgusting, man. If there's one person who should not betray you, it's your brother. And being brothers were close enough, but my twin brother, that's the one person I expect to take a bullet for me and to die for me will be my twin brother. That's not somebody I would expect to lie on me, betray me, throw me under the bus, and try to get me in jail.
Not for Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon put his mama in jail.
Now, do it count as cooperating? Because I did see a few YouTube videos saying Luce Cannon snitched, he cooperated. But can you really snitch and cooperate if it's a lie? Like, is it snitching if it's still... Let me know in the comment section. Is it snitching if it's...
It's a whole lot of people that lie and try to get out of the situation. Snitching is when you get on that stand and you point somebody out. That's telling. It's a whole lot of dudes who didn't got up in that and they try to lie their way out of the situation. They didn't, man, when you get on there and you point somebody and you put somebody that can say he put me in jail, then that's telling.
A lie. Because technically you're still lying to the police. You're not telling the truth.
I have the document where he went to jail. The case has been filed. But I'm telling you, man, this dude, Luce Cannon, is a lying, telling ass.
Look at one nigga say he's a lion. Or his baby mama say he's a conniver. He be lying to die. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Boy saying he's a liar. Compton Wright saying he's a liar. Fucking Whack 100 says he's a liar. Fucking Flacco says he's a liar. So why is it that y'all just keep fucking dwelling on the things that he's saying? If all y'all saying that he's lying, that's why I just don't get y'all all saying he's lying, but y'all dwelling that he's talking. He's lying, y'all saying. So he's in jail lying. He's lying. Like what? I just don't get it. Everybody's calling him a liar. A pathological liar. If you're a pathological liar, why everybody just so concerned with what he's saying?
Else, bro. He just like his daddy. I don't care what nobody say. He is daddy reincarnated like a mug, but I don't care what nobody say, bro. This dude just like his daddy, man. How diabolical it is. You tell the people that was your brother. Why you didn't put it on somebody else? You was gonna say it was somebody else. And this is why I be laughing at these dudes, be thinking this dude Luce Cannon is just like that. And there he had everybody fooled. He had
nobody on the internet is just like that. If you was just like that, you wouldn't be on the internet. You see them on the internet, they not like that. They are a part of the internet community. You have turned in everything you know to do to become somebody on the internet that talks about everything. Okay.
Back.
Has Kyrie texted you back?
I don't want to talk
I ain't
about
lying, Dada. You come to the internet, Dada. You about the internet, you better retire from the streets. Don't be coming on the internet thinking this streets that you're about to be on some street shit. You all fucking the street rules apply to. Nah, once you punch into the internet, you could know about the street. You can still be solid. You are obviously Dada. You think they can't take that from you, but Dada, that shit stays over there, Dada. Now you are a YouTuber.
to the point, especially when he did that stuff with No Jumper.
I'm sure they'll figure out fairly quickly that the twin brother had nothing to do with this and it's actually Luce Cannon.
As a YouTuber, I'm even more happier because you gotta understand, you ain't played with me in the street, don't play with me on YouTube, and I'm a YouTuber, so go find a street nigga to go play with, or go do something. We YouTube over here, we love YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. We appreciate of YouTube, and that's just what it is. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the person who runs YouTube. Shout out to the person who owns YouTube. Shout out to the person who made YouTube. Shout out YouTube.
Bad news is actually compounding because outside of this situation with No Jumper, Luce Cannon don't have a lawyer anymore. So
that's why he's doing what he's doing. He don't got a lawyer. His ass is really up the river. He better try to get back with Sharice and get some of that money back. He better make friends with her and get his lawyers back.
Luce Cannon's lawyer actually filed to get off the case. And from the court documents, Luce Cannon is asking to represent himself. He wants to be his own lawyer. This man, Luce Cannon, thinks he's so diabolical that he can outmaneuver, out-trick, outcraft a prosecution team for the feds. All right, man.
I know the moment he told his mama, I'm going to represent myself, I can tell you exactly what his mama said.
That shit hit different. That's like Luce Cannon, like yo. Clap for Luce Cannon for confidence, Dada, for fucking confidence. That nigga thinks he could be a lawyer. That dude thinks he could be a producer. That some of y'all need that, Dada. Some of y'all need that confidence, but don't be dumb. But some of y'all, you need a little bit of that confidence, Dada, because confidence gonna get you a long way. Be smart.
Yo, bro. I don't think Luce Cannon ever coming home, man.
And now you got the fake Luce Cannon. I seen on the docket that his lawyer is trying to fire him, but it's not set in stone yet, so he trying to go pro per. We know that dude is dumb as rocks. How you gonna try to go pro per, man? You can't. The only thing you know how to say is sweetie. That's the only thing he know how to say. He don't know how to say anything else. He know how to lie like a mug, but he don't know how to do anything else.
All right. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. What y'all think about this, man? Luce Cannon, your coach.
Gotta have that sweetie. I don't even know why he called Dude sweetie. It's funny, but it's not funny. Dude's too funny. It's just funny that you never seen no shit like that. You're like, yo, this nigga's calling people sweetie. It's different.
In federal situation, the kind of thing that digs the hole so deep that no lawyer or publicity stunt and no amount of internet spend is gonna pull him out of it. So pay attention. Let's start with who Tremaine Ashley Williams actually is before we get into what he did. Because context matter when you are dealing with somebody who spent years building a persona that had absolutely nothing underneath it.
Me? I love that I'm not gonna be like your role model or anything like that. I want people to die. I want people to get shot. I'm not a nice person. So at the end of the day, it's like, so the gangbangers, y'all listening to me, it's like, I don't give a if y'all niggas live or die, dead homies. It's like somebody gonna have to shoot one of y'all niggas. And that's just how it is in this world.
This dude had no platform of his own. That's
different, Dada. He was talking like a straight demon, Dada. Like, you Gotta stay more righteous.
Dude, Show Meeks Mill's YouTube channel. No following he built from scratch. No credibility he earned through anything he actually did in the streets. What he had was access to the internet. PG Academics gave him a chair. No Jumper gave him a microphone. And every single time somebody handed him that access, he used the same exact way to run his mouth about Big U.
I'm talking about another video that it wasn't on the internet. They sent to my PO. Now, Luce Cannon have a warrant for his arrest because Big Useless sent the video. If he lied, I'm gonna play the recording. I just don't want to play the recording of my PO telling me I have a warrant for my arrest because you know what? It's gonna make things worse. But if you lie, sweetie, Big Useless, Sugar Plum, if you lie, I'm gonna expose it.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
That shit hit different, the Dada. If you lie, he's gonna expose it, the Dada. So he's saying that he's about to expose people, the Dada. He's willing to expose it, the Dada, and he did expose it. Now he looking at 40.
Strategy, get on somebody else's platform, attach Big U name to whatever story he's been spinning that day. Let the audience react and ride that reaction like it was really street cred. How this dude was out here claiming 60s like that hood produced him.
What's up, cuz? Neighborhood, Luce Cannon, aka Rapid Fire, you know what it is.
Putting it on the dead homies, moving through the internet like he had some authentic connection to what that set actually represents. Let me be clear, you will not convince a single person who genuinely came from that hood that the ROLLIN 60s bred what Luce Cannon is. That is not what comes out of there. Big U brought him around. Big U opened doors for him. And instead of carrying that with any level of respect, this man turned every platform he could access into a weapon aimed at the same person who made it even possible for him to claim 60s.
Big U looking at it like, nigga, BT coming up, the Oscars coming up.
Wait, so Big U was with it?
Money.
You're not with it.
What?
He wouldn't be with y'all jacking up an artist.
No. I mean, he be in a parking lot. That's just the type of nigga he is.
But he would know about it.
No, he knows about everything like that.
That tells you everything you need to know about his character before we even get into what he did to his own blood. Don't even get me started on IBM, the movement he attached himself to, the brand he used to project fake street cred to the internet. IBM was built on one thing: group intimidation, jumping dudes, moving on individuals in numbers. So the psychological impact of the violence landed harder than the physical damage alone. That was the formula. That was how Luce Cannon was moving in these streets.
Look, y'all gotta stop playing. There's a reason why they call me the boogeyman. Like, this is facts. It's not no fairy tale. This is not what these rappers, like, they portray my life. Bro, I'm just blessed to be a music producer, an artist, a rapper, an entertainer, everything, an actor. But I'm just a real tough dude that stand on everything I say. So y'all don't get it misconstrued. I want problems.
You see what Luce Cannon was like this? Y'all was loving Luce Cannon, the Dada, where he was making the content. The Dada, now y'all want him to be quiet. Nah, Luce Cannon, y'all made this. This is what y'all made. This is what Wack 100 made.
If I'm giving up this energy and you have a problem with it, do something. Because when I see you, I'm going to do something. It ain't going to be no facts. It ain't no mystery. It's nothing like that. I just get busy. Point blank, plain and simple. Like it or not, I am him.
Or the whole crew packs you out, and the message get delivered in a way that nobody in your circle is going to forget quickly. And them boys was robbing people, beating people, putting a full court press on dudes who had nothing to do with nothing, and they filmed it all. They put it on the internet because the fear only works if the audience knows what you capable of. That was IBM. That was the operation, and Luce Cannon was not just the face of it. He was the ringleader of the whole shit. The No Jumper incident was what things started breaking down publicly. and Luce Cannon moved on Jay Reed. The plan was the same. Apply pressure, establish the fear, send the message. But Jay Reed did not go to sleep when he got hit. And in that moment, the escalation came. The gun came out, not because the situation had become life or death in any legitimate sense, but because the intimidation needed a new level to land the way Luce Cannon needed it to land. They robbed them dudes out there, had Marciano stripped down to nothing right there outside of No Jumper. And what was supposed to be another demonstration of what IBM does to people who do not comply became a criminal case the moment the complaint got filed, or warrants for individuals from that night who are actively being sought out right now. That is the consequence of building a movement on intimidation and violence and thinking the documentation will never catch up to them. Then this clown went back on the internet like nothing happened. That right there is the character we are dealing with. A man who commits a robbery and a beating and then returns to his regular programming without breaking stride. Dude went right back to the platform. Dude went right back to the stories about Big U, goes back to the clown act on the internet. Because in Luce Cannon's world, everything is manageable as long as you control the narrative, as long as you are louder than the truth, as long as the internet hears your version first and has no reason to question it. That is the move that does not have a recovery, because you cannot unsay what you said on camera. You cannot take back a confession that is sitting in the federal file. You cannot spin your way out of your own recorded words when a prosecutor plays them in court. And now that boy is sitting in MDC Los Angeles on a federal indictment built from content on the internet he created himself. That is not bad luck, homie. That is the direct consequence of a man who could not stop performing long enough to understand the difference between building a reputation and building a case against himself. But bruh, as bad as all of that is, the dispensary confession is not the most diabolical thing Tremaine Ashley Williams has ever done, not even close. When law enforcement picked up the case from the incident outside of No Jumper, Luce Cannon made a choice, a cold, deliberate choice. He told investigators his twin brother Jermaine did it. His blood, the person who shared his face, came from the same mother and father. And Jermaine Williams was locked up when it happened. Now that's some cold-blooded shit. Could not have been there under any circumstances whatsoever. Word on the internet is that his parole officer had to come to the courthouse personally with paperwork to prove it. Jermaine had to stand in front of a judge and prove his own innocence because his twin put his name in the criminal report to walk free.
And we have on the plate, we have the buster ass nigga Luce Cannon. We have this lying ass dude, man. This dude is something else, man. I can't tell y'all, man, that this dude, bro, this dude do some of the
So homie ain't even mad at Luce Cannon so much, but he's saying Luce Cannon is just a lie, whatever the case may be. He's mad at Big U because Big U made his Luce Cannon's father get his brother, Eddie Boy's brother, in jail. So he's just, you know what I'm saying, going to trash the whole thing just because Luce Cannon got something to do with it.
Diabolical stuff I ever seen in my life, man. Now we all remember the No Jumper incident, right? With Jay Reed and the other brother, right? You know, they filed a case on that, man. You know, for whoever went down there, filed a complaint, they filed a complaint, and they picked up that case, bro. But this is the catch right here. This dude, Luce Cannon, told the people that it was his brother. So they picked up his brother yesterday. He went down to his parole officer. His parole officer told him that he had to take him in because he had a warrant. So he explained to the parole officer that, man, I was in jail when that jumped off. So the parole officer looked at it. He was like, oh, yeah, man, you was in jail. So after that, he unhandcuffed him and cut him loose and told him he had to go to court the next day. So when he got to the court building, they told him, irregardless if it was a mistake or not, they was going to keep him and give him a no bail. So his parole officer had to come down there and straighten everything out with all the stipulations, all the paperwork. and all that type of stuff.
The charges Luce Cannon tried to put on his own brother, assault with a deadly weapon, robbery, possession of a firearm, would have sent that man away for years, destroyed his life, and Tremaine Williams knew exactly what those charges meant when he said his name. I'm telling you right now, dude understood the weight of what he was transferring onto his brother's record. He said it anyway, because his freedom was worth more to him than his twin brother's life. This is the type of dude who called into a podcast and claimed the whole thing was a publicity stunt. This is exactly the kind of spin he would put on it. Not accountability, not honesty, a publicity stunt. Because everything in this world is content. Everything is a play. Even throwing your own twin into a criminal case. That is Luce Cannon at his core, homie. His daddy is built the same exact way, and the streets have always known it. That pattern did not start with Tremaine. It was already established before him. You do not get to claim the parts of your lineage that generate respect while pretending the parts that explain your behavior do not exist. Performing for a camera on the internet while sacrificing real people behind closed doors, making up bullshit lies, snitching, that runs in the family. The culture kept platforming both of them like receipts were not sitting right there in plain sight the entire time. For every IBM dude with an active warrant on their name right now, this is not a suggestion, bro. Y'all better get the fuck out of Dodge. Luce Cannon is in MDC, Los Angeles. He cannot do a single thing. Man who handed his own twin to the system to protect himself is not the one who is going to come through when your situation gets critical. He already showed you exactly what he does when the pressure is real. He points at whoever is closest and keeps moving. You were there that night. The warrants are active. The clock does not start running, bruh. Eddie Boy said it, and the internet co-signed every word. Fuck him. Fuck his daddy. Fuck everybody still riding with him, knowing what the paperwork says and what MDC Los Angeles currently holds. Tremaine Ashley Williams put his twin brother in the case he committed, bragged about a federal crime on camera while the government already had a witness, built IBM on group intimidation and called it a movement, and is now in federal custody with a case constructed largely from his own recorded statements. The biggest mistake of his life is not over yet, because everything he said on those platforms is still out there, still searchable, still playable in the courtroom, and the feds have not finished reading yet, bruh. I'm telling you right now, that shit gonna end up bad. Let me say this one more time for everybody in the back who thought this dude was really something. Luce Cannon is not from the 60s. He's not a gangster. He is not somebody who stands on any code or any principle. He's a man who's used to group intimidation as his calling card, bragged about federal crimes on camera, and when law enforcement came knocking, he gave them his twin brother's name and went back to the regular programming like that.
I hope Luce Cannon, the daughter, ain't getting knocked. I hope Luce Cannon right now, the daughter, ain't getting knocked off for pistol whipping Jay Reed, the daughter. Simple shit like that, just having mad stories, whatever, mad dumbass stories and shit like that, lying and shit like that, being the biggest. Like, what the fuck, nigga? If you knocked off for that, the daughter, you gotta get it together, cuz, dogs, it don't even make sense for you to be knocked off for that shit, the daughter. Like, Big U got some charges on him, the daughter. You over here with some gimmick shit about to do 30, nigga. What the fuck's your issue, the daughter? And the Eddie boy's telling it all, the daughter.
Assalamu alaikum, people. Ramadan Mubarak. Beautiful day. Inshallah. 3:30 in the morning. Getting ready to water up. That's all I do. I just drink a bunch of water. I just drink water before the sun up. And then I'm on my way. I'm on my horse. Well, I finished reading majority of everything, of all the documents, all the paperwork. And I could realize that these people are facing some serious time. You know, the breakdown, the sentencing guidelines. I broke all that stuff down last night. We already know what Big U is facing. He's facing a lifetime or 600 years. You have Vade with all the charges he has.
600 years? Man. Wow, that's a lot. Man, woo-wee. How the hell you gonna do 600 years, man?
Even with the sentencing guidelines, he's facing like 300 years. And then you have Bear Claw. Bear Claw is facing 70 years.
Bear Claw.
But I likely doubted that he's gonna get that. And I likely doubted that Vade is gonna get 300 years. Then you have
Tiffany Hines, she's facing like from 10 years. I think that's her max, is like 10 years or something like that. Because when I was reading her stuff, I found out that they saying that she was laundering certain type of money for the enterprise. And I don't think her charges are really too severe. And then you have Hop. They're saying Hop is facing like 20 to 30 years.
What the? Man, y'all got to find new friends out there, man. Wow. Man, listen, man, these people will get you up in there and throw away the key on you, man, and won't care. I remember my uncle was going to court, man. Rest in peace. My uncle, he just passed away not too long ago, man. But I remember the judge had gave him a life sentence. I think this was in 1995. He had an issue with stealing them cars. He had chip that side column, be out of your, and what's that, gone in 60 seconds, man. He had your vehicle. Well, anyway, man, the judge gave him 25 to life, struck him out. I was in the courtroom when they gave him 25 to life. My uncle looked at it, he knew it was over, man. As me and my mom walking out the courtroom, we getting halfway down the aisle, man. And the lawyer came running to my mom. He's like, hold up. Wait a minute. The judge want to call him back. And they want to call him back. So we went back up in there. And the judge said, you know what? I think that's too much time for still in the car. I think that's too much time. He said, this is what I'm going to do. And that's my right. I call my mom right now. He said, I'm going to give you 5 years.
I discovered a deep love for Raising Cane's. Luckily, I get to try their brand new cane sauce Coke.
Luce Cannon, the daughter, he better just be like, he better just say, man, he better just say his life's a lie, man. Just say your life's a lie, nigga. You're going to be doing 30, nigga. You know you've been lying.
25 bang, gave my uncle 5 years, man. My uncle did his 5 years, got out of jail, and he went back again and ended up getting a life sentence, and then got out again after doing almost 20 years, man. So that was a long, man, crime don't pay.
But likely he's not going to get that either. It says Monty, she's facing like up to 10 years, but I doubt she get that too. And then you have Luce Cannon. He's facing up to 40 years.
Whew. Man, sweetie, 40 years, man. I wonder if Sharice Mills knew this ahead of time, and that's why she said, you know what? Let me go ahead and live my life. I'm not going to be able to do this. You know, it'd be all fun until the rabbit got the gun. It'd be all fun until they get you up in there. Once they get you up in there, it's a different story, man. Don't have the women, man. You got a few that's gonna stay down, but I don't think no.
Nah, it's not even staying down, the girls that staying down, it's not even that they staying down, honestly, they getting lied to. They like, yo, we're about to go off for parole in 2 years, yo, I swear to God. They already waited 2 years for him. They're like, yo, I could wait 2 more years for him. I already waited 2 years. That's what they thinking. Oh, we're about to go for parole 2 more years. We're about to go parole 2 more years. We're about to do this. We're about to do that. They waited 5 years to die. The motherfuckers that lied and said they was going to get out 3 years ago. So they got manipulated. Really?
A woman in her right mind is going to do 40 years with you, especially if she 40. She still look out for you. Send you a package and things like that. Bring your son up there to see you. But I don't think that, women going to stop their life to do 40 years when you was the one out here messing up, man.
I doubt he get that too. So these is the max, the possibility that these people get. But when you're in the feds, for me doing my investigation, that it's always let's make a deal. If some people is willing to cooperate, they're gonna get a less amount of time. If some people gonna go to trial, they're gonna sit there and the federal government gonna play dirty with you. They're gonna supersede you every time they can get. And when I was reading the paperwork, you have to pay attention to the heading on the first superseding indictment. It says this is the first of superseding indictment. So it has the potential chance to be more than one superseding indictment. And when you're dealing with the superseding indictments, it's basically just dealing with if they find more evidence, they find more overacts, if they find evidence that, let's say for instance, people are saying that you're violent, you're this and you're that, you know, they're gonna get that and they're gonna charge that as another overact. It's just certain little things that the people,
they already know who they want. They know who they want, man. They just got them other people, you know, putting it over their head so they could turn, man. They already got who they want, man. You done seen a lot of times when guys done got locked up, it be the small guys who they take along the journey, hoping that they turn, man. They used to put you in one room and say, yeah, your partner said you said this. What? I ain't said that. And then they'd go back over there. Your partner said this, because some of the stuff they be already knowing. And then you'll think that they really didn't say that, and y'all didn't both turned on each other, man. But they know that's what they gonna do. It's a few people that's gonna ride it out and thug it out and fight this all the way to the end, man. They say once these people get you, man, they got you, man. So they already know who they want.
Nah, but you gotta watch it, Dada, because they over there with Big U, Dada, so you don't know Dada. They probably, Big U look like 600, take the 10. Nah, hell no, nigga. I don't deserve 10, nigga. I deserve 2, nigga. Big U got me in this shit. I was even doing nothing, Dada. What the fuck, Dada? You don't even give a fuck about the nigga that big Bricc Baby lit.
other people come forward and stuff like that. Them are overacts. Them are more allegations inside the case and make that case more stronger. Even though the murder of Rayshawn Williams, it's very circumstantial. And I was reading that and reading it. They have no weapon. They have no DNA. They have nobody saying they actually seen anything happen. But however, it's just the way it happened, it has a potential chance that, quote unquote, it's suspicious.
All right, that ain't enough. When they come to a high one, they gotta be 100%. That's why murder cases is the easiest case to beat. Because you really gotta have evidence to prove that somebody committed a hot one. It's some dude. I know so many people that didn't beat murder cases, man. Them are cases that they really got to go out and do their job and hoping that somebody do some talking, man. Suspicious, that's not good enough. That ain't gonna cut it. They got to really have facts.
Is it suspicious? The way the government laid it out, yes. Do they mean that they can prove it? No. If it's a state case, he would never get charged for the murder. Right. You know, I don't think if it's a federal case, he'll never get charged for the murder. But since it's up under the banner of the RICO, all the government have to prove is the overacts. This enterprise had the potential chance. This is what they did. This is what they done. This is what they got away with. We really can't prove the murder, but this is what we have, you know, dealing with the people that's cooperating, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow. See, Eddie Boy been up in there. He know. I don't know nothing about that. I know about the state. Wow, that's crazy, man. So they gonna find any kind of way if they want your ass in them feds. They gonna get you, man. When they want you, they gonna get you. They making it where it ain't no way out of it, man. It's no way out of it. That is nasty, nasty work.
So this is why you guys. This is why it's very important that you guys pay attention to what's going on. I have some friends, you know, that still delve off into their particular lifestyle, right? And he gave me some information about what not the government, but what the police is doing, like these secret task forces and stuff like that. They catching dudes with drugs and guns and stuff like that, and they letting them go. And that brings into question, why are they letting them go?
Well, we know why they letting them go. We know a lot of people that I know some cats who done got caught with some pistols. And I'm like, man, every time I get caught with a pistol, I gotta go do 4 with 80%. And these dudes get caught, they get right. I got OR. Well, OR. I ain't never got OR. I ain't never seen nobody know the tank I'd have been in with OR. These dudes get ORs. They get caught with guns, be out the next 2-3 days. Oh man, they dropped the case. Dropped the case. They found the gun in your car. What do you mean they dropped the case? They found it on your hip. They seen you throw it. They got you on a body cam throwing it. Yeah.
But it doesn't take a rocket science to figure that out. What they're doing is they're building a case. They're building a case not only on that individual, they're watching that individual, where he go, who he deal with, and how he's, you know, who he linked up with, and who he trusting with his own information.
Better get you some Square fans. Y'all go over to Eddie Boy page and check out the rest of this, man. Luce Cannon is facing 40 years, man. Y'all heard the other guys that he said face time too. That's a lot of time. Y'all go over there and check this out, man.
Luce Cannon facing 40, but you know he getting dirt. Luce Cannon's facing 40 for fucking gossip. Imagine facing 40 years, nigga, for internet gossip. Like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Like, just for the gossip. That's what we are. We on some gossip shit. This is what we gotta do. Nah, Luce Cannon, like, you just got, I don't know, man. Tell them you lying, nigga. Everybody say you lying. Tell them you lying.
Now, I predicted this to happen, Chad. So Adam 22 of No Jumper, the owner, has now came out to basically say the feds have came to his house to ask about Bricc Baby, Luce Cannon, and Big U.
Can y'all like, comment, subscribe? Can y'all please hit the subscription button? Can y'all hit the super chat? Can y'all hit anything? Get right. Hit the membership. Let's get right. You heard GG's hyenas. God chose you because you knew you could trust you. God's best kept secret. Let's stay motivated. Let's stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Let's inspire each other. And let's get, I'm saying, put a little bit into the to the chat. $1, 50 cents. Anything helps. Hit the super chat. Hit the super chat.
Feds watching. I made it 41 years into this life before I had involvement, conversation with federal agents.
Feds came knocking on my door today. We'll be filling y'all in on what they wanted from me at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Adam, I'll spare the people. I'm sure they'll watch anyway, but I'll tell you exactly what happened. And I don't expect you to tell the whole truth tomorrow, so I'll tell people what happened. They showed up at Adam's crib. And by the way, didn't I tell y'all? The feds value No Jumper. It's a reason they're not kicking down the doors at No Jumper, because they could kick down the doors, seize CCTV footage, especially if the people who are in their RICO have been in that building. But what they don't want to do is spook No Jumper. Why? No Jumper is a place members are going there to confess.
It's all right. Y'all ain't the trolls. Y'all don't know what's going on. This is West Coast stuff. You stay in your East Coast politics. We don't order politics. We'll get Luce Cannon right on here. What are you talking about? We got everybody. We know exactly what's going on. Luce Cannon. Everybody's calling Luce Cannon a liar, a pathological liar. If he's a liar, then why y'all believe in his lies, Gigi? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You could go on. You heard? We here, YouTube. Shout out to the YouTubers, the people who own YouTube. Shout out to the YouTubers, shout out to the people who watch it, shout out to the chat, you heard? God is good, hit the subscription, let's get notified, we on our way up.
Platform around that the closest he has ever come to real street consequences is having them documented in his studio in Hood Block with 4 Extra. And even then, he was named himself as a defendant in the civil lawsuit, which for a man who spent years cosplaying as culturally connected is genuinely one of the funniest outcomes imaginable. The FBI cited a No Jumper episode in the federal RICO affidavit. The man who used to do kick flips is now somehow ended up being tied to a part of a federal RICO, not as being indicted, but as being part of the backdrop for one of the biggest ROLLIN 60s federal stings in years.
Breaking news just coming into our newsroom. 2 fugitives wanted by the FBI, including a longtime accused LA gang leader, now in custody tonight.
Let's get right to Mark Hodorobos, who joins us now with new developments live in the newsroom. Mark?
Yeah, David and Ellen, good evening. We've been following this story throughout the day. Federal officers arrested more than a dozen members tied to the gang known as the ROLLIN 60s neighborhood Crips, though its leader was on the run. Well, within the last 20 minutes, the FBI announcing that man you...
Let's hear from Luce Cannon himself, Let's hear from Luce Cannon itself, the daughter. You heard? That's a fact. Y'all hit that super chat. Y'all subscribe, the daughter. Y'all subscribe. Let's get acquainted on the daily. You heard? We moving on up, the daughter.
Oh, I mean. Well, okay, my last hand, I got it. Oh, what? Shut up.
He calls me. Watch.
Yo.
You hear what he said? He said, this is Luce Cannon. Look, watch. He calls me, watch. He calls you. He's been calling you talking about what? You know what I'm saying? Now you want to act like, oh, look, he called me. So watch this. So let's continue on.
And that's a jail call, the daughter. So how you automatically know it was Luce Cannon? Man, you wax on some different shit.
Yo.
Yeah, what do you say?
Watch how nice he is.
Cuz gonna take care of
Watch how
his
nice this nigga be. But he be woofing on YouTube to y'all.
All right, Ken.
Yo. See, look, now he's trying to act like, oh yeah, watch how nice he be. Oh no, you be talking to this man. Don't try to play for the camera. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Hey, what up?
What's up with it?
No problem. Did nothing. Hey, so I hollered at Black Sam.
You hollered at Black Sam?
Yeah, I hollered at Black Sam.
Oh, okay. How'd that go?
And at the end of the day, I told because he's looking at it and I guess he feels a certain type of way of me sticking up for Big U. But I told Cuz I'm not sticking up for Big U. We on the same case, but Cuz have to understand I wish jail on nobody. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, so
See
at
how
the
nice
end of the
he
day,
is,
I'll
but
be
he
telling
will go to
Cuz,
his
like,
channel. Quinn, this guy. But you see how Wack trying to act like he don't know what's going on? Like this a whole play.
That shit hit different, the daughter.
To call Luce Cannon, tell him to call in on Q, and now he's bringing up Black Sam as if he talked to Black Sam knowing he's lying. Wack is trying to expose that he's lying, but Wack is actually talking with this individual about this situation. Because why would he be calling about this situation? Even like, where is he getting this info? Like, why they are back running plays? They are back together running plays. This is nasty work, man. This nigga in the feds still running plays with Wack. This is crazy.
Hey everyone, I'm in Dallas right now, and I'm gonna do a little road trip to Waco.
That shit different. So Wack 100 wanted Luce Cannon's girl not to fuck with him so he could fuck with him and he could get all the content.
That bullshit.
I understand that I'm on the case for no reason because a nigga is defrauding the government so he can get less time. And I don't know if he understood it because he feel like that.
Well, this is what I am gonna say, just so you know, because I don't know how that's gonna go with you. But I pulled the police report to the incident that happened in the goddamn parking lot when he bust in the air. Right?
He look at now he's talking to him. Now he wants to be Sharice. He's talking to him. Nigga, you just told his wife to keep him offline. Now you got him online. Come on, bro. You see how this shit works, bro? This shit's fucking manipulative as fuck. You gotta watch the plays. Yo, y'all like, comment, subscribe. You heard? Y'all, y'all hit the subscription, you heard, hit the super chat, stay righteous, come see us on a daily. We going active, we going up on a daily, you heard?
Right? Full police report there. Police witnessed him shooting, came in there, when they were squabbling that time, made the arrest, caught him with the gun. But watch this though. I then went and pulled Black Sam's criminal history. Guess what you don't see nowhere?
No gun cases.
No of nothing. It don't say misdemeanor, felony, drop, dismiss, plea, nothing.
Yeah, but you have to understand you got the shit expunged.
No,
I'm going to tell you why I didn't get it expunged. Because you see all the other cases. You see 2004, 2007, 2014. You see all the other cases. My shit expunged too, nigga. I got all my, you see my expungement paperwork. But when you pull up my criminal history, you still see it. You see everything I was arrested for, whether I beat it, whether it, whatever. So, end of the day.
But you know, what's name is part of the CRIP program in the police situation.
Who?
So at the end of the day is
wait, who part of the grid? Black Sam?
No, Big U.
Yeah, well,
so you know he could have easily got that dropped or dismissed or anything like that.
What Big U got to do with Black Sam? So you saying Big U did Black Sam? Nigga, they wasn't getting along back then. That's cap.
No, they used to play chess every single day in this at the store. Like every single day they used to play chess. So it was good. It's just the point that
nigga will go to his channel right now and call me all kind of bitches. You see what I got to deal with, white guy?
Yeah,
watch this.
You know, certain people, but Black Sam always stayed neutral. So it didn't have nothing to do with.
I don't know. This is my thing. I still don't know. They keep saying the nigga mad at me. I don't know what the nigga mad at me about. Don't be mad at me. I ain't the nigga in the video, bro. That's the crazy part. What you mad at me about? Don't be mad at me. It's like, what the fuck you mad at me about?
Yeah, I don't think he's mad at you. I think because it's probably how you probably pumped it up instead of letting it get swept under the rug because he.
Like the nerve of Luce Cannon to continue to lie. I'm not even understanding this, man. And Whack acting like, oh, he's a liar. He's calling me being nice.
Yeah, Max is trying to make him look like a fucking liar, but you already know he's a liar. So why y'all keep saying the same shit? Stop fucking pausing the shit and saying he's a liar. Well, all right then, we already know this shit. So why is he in jail? He's a fucking liar, Dada. Like, that's why I just don't like, why is he in jail if he's a liar so much? Dada, let him out, Dada. He's a liar. He lied about everything. Let him out. Like,
no,
fucking
he's still
asshole.
Who's with this man and coercing him to go along with your story. That's all I'm getting from this. That's it. Like, they still in cahoots. They're the police. At this point, y'all the police. If you still talking to this man after all the stuff, that is crazy. That is crazy.
He was just trying to do a grand opening. So it takes away from...
Wait, hold on. I ain't had nothing to do with this grand opening. Nigga, did they tell you what he was doing on Crenshaw and Slauson? He was in the parking lot regulating. Nigga, he was Big U. You gonna get down, you gonna get down. Nah, cuz you back up. Nigga, we going to Hyde Park to handle it. I couldn't believe it.
I mean, Black Sam is not from the hood, so it's like...
Nigga, he was telling all the 6-0s. Listen, I done been around some real 6-0s. Nigga, that shit I saw in that parking lot, I would have lost, I'd have betted everything I had that dude would have never been able to be regulating that parking lot like that.
I mean, but everybody that have strength and numbers and power is locked up right now.
Yeah, you could be right about that. But anyway, at the end of the day, they say y'all trial started in May. They say Bear Claw was cooperating, let the people put the bugs in his shop. He already...
No.
Listen, I'm telling you what's... All right.
No, that's not true. I'm telling you that's not true. So whoever said that, and it was probably Eddie Grill.
Eddie Boy. That's your big homie, nigga.
Yeah, Eddie Grill just be lying. Like he said he was going to put you on the phone with Big U, and he told you Big U was going to come out and say something about you and all this stuff like that. Cuz is a liar, bro.
Listen, no, that wasn't Eddie Boy. That's the other dude he be talking to, and he realized dude was spinning him. So whatever, the rapper nigga, you know, the nigga that told on a nigga for business.
Bear Claw is not cooperating at all.
Well, we gonna see come May. So what's up with you? You think you got a fighting chance?
I can't believe this he's facing 40. He's taking it to the door, man. That's just crazy, man.
All right. So, you know,
about to blow trial.
One thing about Luce, he did clear up Bear Claw, you know, because Bear Claw, a real nigga, man. Shout out Bear Claw, that's the homie. But, you know, Wack trying to smut him and Luce trying to set him straight a little bit because, you know, he on the case as well. So maybe he is correct about some things, but him calling in to further the content with Wack as far as the Black Sam narrative and act like he's defending Black Sam and he talked to Black Sam is crazy. Let's go.
You know, they know my whereabouts. I got all that stuff like that. I got text messages proving everything like that. They don't have no conspiring text messages between me and Big U and the other dudes.
Hey, Adam.
No police report. They don't have none of that stuff. They didn't have. It was goofy because it was in an apartment building. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just leave it like that.
Hey, bro.
All the stuff
Hey,
that
listen.
they had
Hey, listen.
Just a complete lie.
Hey, listen. I warned you. I told you a long time back. Don't ever get too comfortable, right? And you start doing a bunch of crazy shit. I've been wanting to tell you this shit. You start doing a bunch of crazy shit. And I kept telling you there was a lot of disrespect coming from that other side. And then she tell you something different. You know, it took a whole lot for me to get that mad and start tripping. But now you sitting in there and you see the actions, nigga. Now, do you agree, nigga, that old girl, and I know that's your BM, we all got BMs, I got one, was playing both sides against the middle. I was telling you, hey, bro.
I don't know, but I know that she's trying to make it right and amends right now. So she's been doing everything in her power to make things right. So I'm just leaving it like that. So we good now.
Nah, y'all ain't good, nigga. She f***ing with another nigga. What you talking about?
What nigga?
I'm gonna leave it alone, bro. Listen, I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all not. This all I'm gonna tell you. I tell you what. This what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get everything and I'm gonna send it to Barry. But I'm telling you, nigga, y'all not good. And listen to me. Just know this.
Okay, send it to Barry.
Just know this. Just know this. You know how niggas work. Look, you know how niggas work. Listen to me. Listen. Niggas sent something right at her and she bit. You niggas is not good.
Okay, well send it.
I'm gonna send it. Right now. You gotta do your time anyway, nigga. Stop worried about a female, nigga.
No, I'm not.
Lying like a motherfucker. Well, Wack One is a fucked up nigga.
Diabolical. Now what you just witnessed. Now watch this.
What is that?
If I would have told you.
That's crazy.
Nasty work.
Your
He's
girl.
insinuating they sent somebody at Sharice and she bit fast. So and he telling him don't worry about her. And you see how he trying to play his BM against him. Like he cold, man. Nasty work.
But he got him on the phone. He told Sharice to keep Luce Cannon on the phone, off the phone. Who got him on the phone? Wack One. And Wack One just wanted the contact for himself.
What was that? Like what? Like what do we get from that phone call? Like what does this mean?
Oh, Luce called me all the time.
Right.
You would have said, Wack, you a motherfucker. Listen what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Oh, how Wack be knowing how Wack? Because they call, they present themselves to be one way to the people. Total different motherfucker.
Then he's gonna feel what way after the fact that you just had that call.
I don't give a fuck what I don't fuck with dude.
Okay.
I just answered the phone. It's content.
Right.
No, what do you mean? Ain't nobody and nothing bigger than the content.
See?
I watch dudes sit here and play all kind of little games, and I'm watching him. Why? Because one of his people with him told me, Wack, dude trying to get you caught.
Hit the like, hit the subscription to get acquainted with us on a daily. Hit that subscribe button. You heard? Hit that love button. You heard? Hit that super chat. You heard? Angels in the outfit got you. Blessings keep you lucky. Subscribe. GG's. Like.
Caught up in something.
Ooh.
It was 2-3 situations that he did. That you didn't see the video when we was all in the suits and shit. You never seen that one?
In suits?
The reveal? When I'm talking to the owner of the Airbnb, because he like, y'all gotta go. I said, bro, can we get 20 more minutes? Because it was a fight upstairs. He like, you know what? The way you respected me, I'll give y'all the 20 more minutes. Out of no, and I'm like right here with the dude. Out of nowhere, they start whooping his ass. They whooped his ass all the way outside.
The Airbnb owner?
The owner. But I'm like right here. So you know what Wack did? Right? Wack stood in the front yard when they all skedaddled and dude called the police. Right? Remember, they got the contract for the Airbnb. This was blowing me. Nigga, you on contract.
But that does seem like a Luce Cannon move.
But watch this. R&B sitting in the car. I don't go nowhere. Police come. He tells him whatever happened. He said, who is this guy? Said, well, he was here with the party, but he had nothing to do with nothing. As soon as they cleared that, then I got in my car and left. Because I already been told, bro, trying to get you caught up in something. 2-3 different, big homie CC will tell you.
Okay.
When we seen him at the weed convention.
Yeah.
They was trying to, bag up. He was trying to get me involved in this shit. See, what the police will let you do, right? They'll let you go out and get another motherfucker.
You see what Wack wanted? He was trying to get him involved in some shit. How the fuck he trying to get you involved in some shit? If you always get involved in some shit, what's popping? Uda on the go, hit that like button, send some donations, Uda, go ahead, send a good super chat or something, get us up there, Uda. We out here, GG. This nigga Wack 100 automatically. Oh, he trying to put me in something, but don't you be putting Luce Cannon and stuff? Didn't that happen with Jay Reed because of you, Dandada? Like, come on now. Like, who is doing this, Dandada? You are Dandada. You causing this, Dandada. This is what happens, Dandada, when you causing situations.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, that's gonna be the shadow that follows Adder 22 for the rest of his life. Because No Jumper didn't just give the fake Luce Cannon the stage; it gave the Department of Justice a front row seat, and the ad revenue from those episodes didn't come with a refund policy once the indictment started dropping. Now back to the fake Luce Cannon and the specific lies he was so eager to put on record. The gun story, the claim that Eugene Henley purchased 20 firearms for ROLLIN 60s members and logged the serial numbers to hand over to law enforcement as leverage. Them shit spread across YouTube and social media like it had been confirmed by 3 separate sources, and it had been confirmed by exactly one. The man who stole his own name. So you know them shits right there. It's super duper hard to believe, you heard me? To keep it 100, investigators did recover weapons during Operation Drawdown. Operation was real. The weapons were real. But the specific story the fake Luce Cannon told about serial numbers being cataloged for police or where to be found in the indictment. Not even a whisper of it, because you shouldn't be indicting a man based on stories told by someone whose entire identity is a lie. And these transcripts we about to get into are going to make that point in a way that leaves absolutely no room for interpretation. So peep game. In there is the toy drive story. They claim that Big U directed the robbery of it full of donated toys meant for children with Developing Options nonprofit, so that the organization could then solicit a fresh round of donations and effectively steal twice. Is the kind of allegation that sticks to a man like Talk.
Boy, you is a scumbag. You gotta stop. Didn't y'all bring back the toys in another truck, right?
Yeah, we brought back the toys in the truck and all that shit, brother. But now he been ducking our calls and shit. So what did he do with the toys eventually? I see the place. Break everything back. We didn't do nothing with it. Because bring the truck back to there. So he brought everything back. You brought the truck back where?
Not the U-Haul truck. They got the other trucks and they brought them back.
If you had them snatch the U-Haul, take it somewhere. He get the money, raise the money. Go ahead, bro. He had to ditch the U-Haul, and then we brought him back in the different truck with the toys and all that shit. And but people were sending me cash donations.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to break y'all off some of the money.
Yeah.
And now the nigga ain't answering.
Them shits was stick. It is designed to make people feel something before the brain has time to ask whether any of it was actually true. That right there, my friend, is what we call poison in the jury pool. People look at that shit and wonder to themselves if it's actually true.
Lori Perez is in South LA tonight, where a U-Haul carrying the gifts went missing. We always like stories with happy endings, and thankfully this one has one. We were in the middle of doing an interview about the stolen U-Haul when trucks with new toys started showing up. Merry Christmas! Some of Santa's South LA helpers handed out early presents. I got a Ninja Turtle set and I got a Spider-Man set. Lighting up eyes and warming hearts on this cold night in Crenshaw. Yeah, I chose it and I really like it, so I'm going to play with it when I get home. But it was a gift giveaway that almost didn't happen. This is security video showing the moment early this morning when Eugene Henley says someone stole a U-Haul parked in front of his Windsor Park home. It was filled with toys worth nearly $40,000. All of it paid for by the Henley family, their son, Chargers linebacker Dayon Henley, the team, and private donations.
To think that somebody was stealing a bunch of toys, stealing Christmas, that's kind of crazy.
In an instant.
He said that shit type of crazy, the data, but we gotta hear from Luce Cannon himself, GG. That's a straight finna and no act. Luce Cannon, you know what I'm saying? Luce Cannon still talking himself, the data, getting his voice across the piano, the data. That's a finna Indy. See what Luce Cannon calling says.
What's up with it? It's your boy Luce Cannon. Let's clear up the air with this BS, right? Because we got Bubble Butt and all these goofies running my name, acting like somebody is doing something and telling. First of all, let's say free Big U, free the Crips, free.
This call is from a federal prison.
Free everybody that's locked down. Why is it was August, then it was September, then it was October, then it was November? Everybody's talking about, oh, paperwork about to come out. Everybody, this about to come out. Now something new come out, and it's like something else is about to come out. Why y'all can't understand? Black and white proves everything. When my lawyer sent the press release or whatever, y'all still running with false narratives. The dumbest people alive, bro. The dumbest thing alive is just really sad. But you know what? I'm still the number one person talked about on the internet, and I've been in jail. And let's clear up the thing with Sharice, right? That's my wife. I would never go against her. I would never talk bad about her. I would never say anything about her at any point of situation that we even going through. It's none of y'all business, period. Y'all talking about like telling and all this make-believe stuff is fraudulent. Black and white do not lie. I'm in here with all Crips. I'm in here with all enemies. And they know. People would tell you. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to stop it. Sweetie, y'all not like that. Y'all know y'all was scared to come outside. Y'all know y'all wasn't doing no talking and smutting my name like this until I came to jail. That's something wrong with y'all. That's buster shit. But we out.
Yeah, when I sent the nigga Whack the press release, like you was saying, like niggas is always mentioning a month, this month, watch and see, this month, watch and see. You know how many times this weird ass nigga Whack then said that to me personally, nigga, over the phone or through text message? Nigga, you keep moving the goalposts. But like I told the nigga when I just sent the press release to him, like, nigga, we're the black and white. Nigga, you niggas is always yapping your mouth about a date, when this gonna happen, when that's gonna happen. Eddie Boy, well, Big U sent word to Wooty Woo Woo, who sent word to Eddie Boy, punk ass. We don't want to hear none of that, nigga. Show the black and white. You know, these niggas is infamous for always putting paperwork on the internet to show niggas is rats, but they have yet to put paper on the internet showing my nigga Luce is a rat. Nigga, you niggas is bitches, nigga, straight up, period, nigga.
Yeah, you have to understand that I'm the strongest, most powerful person right now that's running the internet. Like, I don't even say anything, and it's still viral moments after viral moments after viral moments. That's just gang goofy. But y'all can't say about my cripping. It's impeccable. Running phase, beating up all the enemies. In here with all enemies. They love me. I got their respect. They got my respect. Turn down nothing. First of all, and then y'all have to understand that I run my unit. Y'all wouldn't even make it in here. That's the crazy part. But at the end of the day, it's like this. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Produce black and white.
Luce need to stop fucking just stop. If that's the case, nigga, do your thing, Dada. Why do you gotta keep proving yourself to the person that you are when you out there? Dada is the person you always gonna be. You gotta keep proving yourself. You gotta prove yourself no more. Dada, just live.
And Hula, make sure you tell them. Produce black and white. Shout out
I've been
to
telling
Black
niggas,
on
man.
Stage.
You know how these niggas work on the internet. You know what I mean? These niggas would try to discredit anything you say, anything you do. Niggas try to discredit the press release because I put our IBM logo as a watermark. Nigga, I do that so them niggas won't steal it and run with it and say they got it. It's theirs, nigga. What you think? I'm gonna just put some fake shit on the internet, nigga? I don't do shit like that, nigga. The shit is real, nigga. But this is what these niggas do.
Outside from
You know, I got
hibernating.
weird ass niggas all on my inbox, my DMs, all over YouTube. These niggas is weird, bro. But like I said, produce black and white before you open up your punk ass mouth. Whack, you a bitch for doing it. 600 a bitch for doing it. Every other nigga that's clout chasing is a bitch, nigga. Straight up, nigga, and that's what it is.
Facts. Hey, but we're gonna let them and allow them to keep making themselves look bad, because it's like when feet is on land. Oh, it was just content. I didn't mean it like that. No, you have to stand on what you're saying. Stop speaking on and disrespecting Sharice as well. Like, I don't know what's going on or anything like that, but at the end of the day, it's like we have a kid together, and we're gonna move forward in something positive. You get what I'm saying? And that's it, and that's all.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, niggas gonna throw dirt. They gonna want to discourage you in any type of way. You know, half the shit the nigga, people, what motherfuckers don't understand about Whack, like we know about Whack, 90% of this shit he say and do is plays. And that nigga is the type that'll feed you some bad information to fuck with your head. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just not the way this shit gonna go, my nigga. I don't fuck with nothing he talking about. Nigga, I get my point across to his weird ass, and he gonna see what I'm gonna say. He gonna get pissed off, and he gonna find a way to try to spin it. That's all.
Oh my God, all this spinning content, is niggas living life, spinning content, niggas made content they life, GG, they just gonna have to stand on business, just, they need to woosah, pray, and just stay righteous, GG. This shit get crazy, shit get real crazy,
Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby was in the same cell. At first, the people was thinking the feds did it on purpose and bugged the cell to see if Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon would talk about anything incriminating. But on a jail call with Luce Cannon and his wife, Bricc Baby said it was his idea to put Luce Cannon in the cell with him.
I'm in LA. You won't believe it was my cellie.
Bundle and save on insurance. Libbity bibbity.
You guys say they bugged the cell type crazy, GG. Luce Cannon, yo, if they saying Luce Cannon's lying, why the fuck do he keep, like, they keep giving him saying, yo, that's crazy, bro.
Bricc Baby.
What?
Yeah, this is crazy.
That is insane. Was that like pre-planned? Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh. So Bricc Baby is your cellmate. No. That is wild.
No, Bricc, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to you.
What up, sis?
Hey, Bricc, how you doing?
Thank you for everything you're doing. I heard you keeping the name strong.
Listen, I'm trying, I'm doing whatever I can with the power that I have,
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. How you holding up?
Oh man, we coolin'. My boy here now, so we
Yo, is that crazy? You guys are cellmates? What? How in the world did that happen?
When I figured out the jail, I'm like, bro, finna come. I'm like, as soon as he come, I'm about to bring him because you gotta come here. So I'm like, yeah, he about to come right here with us.
That's crazy. So you helped set that up?
Yeah, well, as soon as he came in, shit, you already know. Yeah, it ain't no other way he gonna go. Yeah, we can't be talking in front of all these people, so I was just like, come on.
Man, that's what's up. Okay.
2 days passed, and Bricc Baby nor Luce Cannon called home. Luce Cannon wife and Bricc Baby girlfriend started to worry.
Hey, Mama, did you hear anything from them? Are you for real? So Bricc hasn't called you either? No. What the
They was in the same cell. Maybe they started beefing or whatever the case may be. Shit, different.
heck is going on? No idea. He would have called you by now, right?
Sure, he would have called by now.
Jesus Christ.
He ain't called you back yet?
No.
Girl, I don't know what the fuck is going on. This shit is too much. So, no. Gotta be something else being called.
Either they on lockdown or something. Lord of mercy. I'm gonna try to call down there, or have the attorney call down there and see what's going on.
Okay.
All right. That's the only thing I could do. I'll let you know.
Okay.
The second day, you can tell Bricc Baby girlfriend been down this road with him before because she already knew by him not calling, he was in the hole, most likely for fighting. And she was correct.
Hello.
Hey, any news? You've got to be kidding me.
Nope.
It's freaking 7 p.m. Like, what the heck?
He ain't called you back either since this morning?
No.
I don't know.
No. It's like, damn. So you would think, and I messaged.
We can say or do is
Are you okay?
Why are you speeding like that? You said what?
You all right?
Yeah, somebody just damn near hit us speeding. People just don't know how to drive.
Girl. Well, maybe I'm just gonna pray that it's just a lockdown, because for both of them to not call us, you know, unless they both got into a fight, you know.
You could turn it to the thing. Yeah, I don't know. This shit. I'm like, and then it's court coming up. This don't make no sense. I just don't really have nothing to say no more. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm frustrated. There's no way that you can't keep from doing, you know, some bullshit. Bricc, you've been in there this whole time. Now to say you want to get into some shit. Like, I'm just over it at this point.
Luce Cannon wife took to social media and said the reason Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon did not call for 2 days because Big U, Bricc Baby, and Luce Cannon got into a fight on the yard that led them to be put in a hole.
I finally spoke to Cannon, y'all. Y'all not gonna believe what he told me. Like, you can't even make this up. You can't. I'm gonna have to just fill y'all in on my live at 5:00. Him and Bricc Baby gonna call in, and y'all gonna hear it from the horse's mouth, because I just can't. This is too much for me. You can't even make this up. What happened? Can y'all just think about what happened in the yard yesterday, even the day before yesterday? Listen, I don't even know what day at this point, because he been in the hole for 48 hours. Bricc Baby been in the hole for 48 hours. A lot is going on, y'all. This is just getting crazy. The saga of the indictment continues. I'm about to make a movie or a show out of this shit. It's just too much.
Join us.
You get hectic, Dada, but that's regular Joe shit. We think you gonna go to jail and not fight, Dada, or you gonna go to jail, Dada, be content creators and think everything on gravy. People's gonna test you, Dada. You don't know if it's their fault, if it's someone's fault, Dada. You don't know really
Years later.
Really? Because for one, you have me worried, and then they thinking this is a joke or something. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna let y'all hear this recording, right? They seem happy that they fought.
Okay.
Like, they like to fight. They like to do that stuff. It's like, this can affect your freedom. This can affect your families. They hold this accountable. Like, both Bricc and Cannon has bail hearings on Wednesday. Why are y'all getting into fights? Why?
Let me guess. Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby got into a fight in their cell, and one of them had to roll it up and leave.
That's funny. Very close. Very close. They both did get into a fight, but other people was involved in the fight too.
Oh, really? Wait, hold up. They jumped Big U? Oh, cool.
No, they didn't jump Big U, but best believe Big U was also involved.
Oh shit, bro! Why the hell do they think that they fighting each other? Why common sense don't kick in? Oh, maybe they was fighting another gang. Like, what the heck? Like, yo, the
fight too? Yo, sis, how you gonna drop this news
this morning? I couldn't believe my ears.
Sis, how you gonna drop this news when I don't have my computer to make a full video about this today? It's gonna get all the bro. Do you understand? This right here is at least like 300,000 views that I won't get a chance to. Oh God!
You hear this dude? 300,000 views right here.
Oh man!
Damn. So they got into an altercation and damn with Big U. I didn't expect you to say all that. I was hearing. So that's crazy right there.
Either I'm gonna let y'all hear that initial audio on my morning drop tomorrow. But what I will let you guys hear today is I had Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby on the phone because apparently they went into lockdown again today, all from the incident that happened with that.
Yeah.
So they keeping them on lockdown because they don't want them to go to the yard. Apparently, it's hot. You know, it wasn't a Bricc Baby, Big U, Luce Cannon situation. It was more of a other side against them situation.
Oh man,
it was crazy. And see me, I don't understand street code and all that because I would have been like, letting the niggas fight for themselves. That's what I told my husband. I was like, what the fuck you doing? Go sit in the corner. Like, mind your business type of thing, you know? And he was like, listen, if somebody say nap, this, that, you know, I'm learning all those slangs, right? You got to hold it down. There's this disrespect. And if you don't, then you lunch me. You know what I'm saying? So there's a thing, you beefing if somebody from the other side is doing something to your whatever, they got to get down with them. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so it sound like Big U also neighborhood? So wait, hold up.
So they put their differences aside.
Why do these people do not get the data right? That if you knocked off the data, right? It doesn't matter if they put the differences aside, not the data. It's a gang war, you know, data. You gotta fight for your thing, the data. You might not like the person next to you. You gotta fight the data. Y'all both gonna be food. So what are you talking about, the data? These people just fucking, you know.
The differences aside together, aside right now to do what they got to do.
Yes.
Damn, that's deep right there.
I think the Fed set that shit up because they want them to all be friends or kumbaya. I don't know. I told them, I said, you better shut. I don't care if nigga fought with you or not. I don't care.
Really?
It sounds too much craziness is going on right now that is just coinky dinky. Like, what the hell is, like, how? How link up in the yard? How, like, right after you come out the hole, they just want to start some shit with, you know, like, no.
Yeah, no, this is bad.
It don't make no sense.
Now, and we have to do the content right now.
What happened?
They're gonna lock us down at 5.
Oh, they are?
Yep, because of the incident.
Okay, so do you guys just want to pre-record something and I play it?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Okay, all right, it's recording.
Yeah, so, shout out to Flacco and Remo jumping on the show. Mikey gonna go crazy. She gonna keep going crazy. She holding us down. She holding niggas for that.
All this stuff trickled down after Big U was arrested on multiple charges. Yeah. Eugene Big U Henley, a prominent figure in the music industry and leader of the ROLLIN 60s Crips, faces a 43-count federal indictment. The charges include racketeering conspiracy, 1 count, carrying the maximum sentence of 20 years, multiple counts of robbery and extortion, each carry up to 20 years, wire fraud, 15 counts with a maximum sentence of 20 years, embezzlement, 5 counts with a maximum sentence of 10 years, bank fraud, 1 count carrying up to 30 years, tax invasion, 1 count with a maximum sentence of 5 years, Mann Act violations. I ain't never heard of that charge, but 1 count related to human trafficking, murder and kidnapping. It's allegations of Big U murdering and kidnapping his artist, Rayshawn Williams. The indictment accused Big U of leading a mafia-like organization, the Big U Enterprise, which used intimidation, violence, and social media to maintain power. The enterprise allegedly engaged in various crimes, including extortion, targeting entertainers and athletes visiting Los Angeles, human trafficking, transportation of individuals for prostitution, fraud, embezzlement of donations to its charity Developing Options. Big U has denied all allegations and claimed they are based on the internet gossip.
Yo, he had a script about it. Big U got a script about it. And guess what? There's more charges added up to it. So those ain't the only charges he got to it. So Big U's looking at life. They try to say 600 years. Bricc Baby looking at 10. You know what I'm saying? He said he was supposed to get 5. Now he's looking at 10. Luce Cannon looking at 40. They saying 30. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully something happens. Hopefully that they contact them again to their life. Now they gotta do all these decades of years. Just for creating content and the content create. So everybody called Luce Cannon a liar. I can't believe someone that's such a liar gotta go to jail for so long. He lie. That's different right there. So we gotta stand on business, GG. You gotta stand on what you believe. So it's crazy world. They go to trial or court, whatever, in May, whatever the case may be. It starts. So we gonna see there. It's gonna be a crazy trial. Big U, Bricc Baby, and Luce Cannon. Bricc Baby better grab that 10 before he be looking at life too. He better just grab that. Grab that 10 for real. Just take it, bro. Take it now. Before never, but shout out to all of them, free all of them, free the world, you know what I'm saying? Life's what you make it. You can't love it, you can't hate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, let's stay more aware than ever, you heard, life's what you make it. You can't love it, you can't hate it, it's simply what you make it, Thank you, we appreciate YouTube, Thank you again for YouTube, and the owner of YouTube, and everything YouTube got going on, You heard, remember God chose you because you could trust you, God's best kept secret, GG, you heard?